This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Tuesday, the 29th day of January in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit has arrested 2 persons following the discovery of several pounds of cocaine and a large quantity of marijuana in a Charleston house. Agents have been at the house for more than 4 hours carrying out their operations. The large slabs of cocaine were found neatly packed away in bags and storage containers, and the large quantity of marijuana was also found stashed in the same manner. A Kanu source said the marijuana is not local weed and is suspected to have been imported from Colombia. It is also suspected that the cocaine may have been sourced from the same country. The deputy head of Kanu, Leslie Ramlal, late this afternoon explained to the media how the operation went down.
What we have here is a situation where we did receive information sometime this morning of the possibility of narcotics being stored at this location. And based upon that, we would have conducted our own surveillance, and what we saw was the person that we currently have in custody. He arrived this morning in the motor car, PPP 3008. Shortly after, we saw a minibus, Route 42 minibus arrived as well. The suspect went into the house and came out back with a black plastic bag, which he handed over to the driver of the minibus. He then returned to the house and came out with another bag, which he placed in the back seat of the car, and then walked away up the street. This is where the ranks intercepted him then and brought him back to the car, where he opened the car with the keys that he had in his pocket. And the ranks found the black plastic bag, which we suspected to be cannabis. Based upon that, we then decided to conduct a search of the house, and currently we have a large quantity of suspected cannabis and maybe cocaine as well. Among that, what we have here. What we have gathered as well is that this is narcotics that came out of Colombia, which is commonly known as the poppy weed, and this would have probably come within the last 48 hours, would have arrived at this location.
Up to late this afternoon, Kanu agents were still at the St. Stephen's Street property conducting their probe. The total weight of the cocaine is suspected to be well over 300 pounds. Kanu has indicated that it will release full details on the operation and the total weight of the cocaine and marijuana when it wraps up the probe. Reports indicate that the property had been on Kanu's radar for a while and was being closely monitored. Kanu agents moved in around midday today and made a large bust. The investigation is ongoing tonight. More news coming up in just a moment.
Roam like you're home, because prepaid means more with GTT. Travel to any GTT roam zone in the US, Canada, Caribbean, Latin America, or South America, and pay the same great rates to use your data from foreign as you do when you're home. With GTT, prepaid means more, so roam like you're home with GTT, Guyana's preferred roaming network.
As a luxury mechanic, I'm often asked, what gas should I use in my expensive vehicle? In other countries, you have regular and mid-grade gasoline known as 87, 89, and premium gasoline known as octane 93 to 95. For affordable, high-quality fuel, performance, and high mileage, visit Guy Oil today. Choose Guy Oil Super 95. Guy Oil, we are everywhere.
Get ready to ride it, ride it. Ready to ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride the wave. Open up the new vibe, drink up the boldness inside. Radical and fresh and wild, catch the wave now. Ride bold, ride fresh, ride strong, come on, ride the wave. Taste the action, satisfaction, perfection. Wave, 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 wave.
Ride the new wave of excitement sweeping Guyana. Wave Pale Ale, a premium, full-bodied, strong, and refreshing alcoholic brew, crafted to perfection for a bold, young, radical you. Don't settle for anything less. Catch a Wave Pale Ale and ride it today.
Wave Pale Ale.
Crafted to perfection.
Welcome back. As parents continue to express their unease with the continuing anonymous threats of violence being made against the School of the Nations, the school has made a decision to cancel all classes for the rest of this week. In a statement this afternoon, management at the school said the school will remain closed until all security arrangements are put in place at the Georgetown campus. The school has also indicated that it will call another meeting with parents before next Monday. Last evening, parents gathered at the school again for another emergency meeting, but many of them complained afterwards that they were not satisfied with the security arrangements in place. The school has made a decision to further enhance its security arrangements. Police investigators have been questioning a number of persons, including past and present students, as they continue to probe the threats of violence against the school and the shooting of its director, Dr. Brian O'Toole. Dr. O'Toole is nursing gunshot injuries to both of his arms. He was shot by a lone gunman on Sunday night as he returned home from an emergency meeting of the school. Over the past few days, since its decision to expel a student over a threat against the School of the Nations has found itself facing an increased number of threats online by anonymous pages with messages of violence. The probe is ongoing tonight. Turning now to the world of politics, the president's representative to discussions with the Guyana Elections Commission, Minister Amna Ali, has written to the Guyana Elections Commission requesting answers to several questions in relation to the Commission's readiness for early elections. In the letter seen by news source, Ms. Ali, who is also the government's chief whip in Parliament, wants the Commission to say how it could deliver credible elections without first sanitizing the list of electors. Minister Ali also wants the GCOM chairman to explain how the Commission will adequately train personnel to deliver the elections. In her letter, Minister Ali also told GCOM that bearing in mind the fact that the opposition-nominated commissioners have filed a complaint with the Ethnic Relations Commission on the appointment of GCOM staff, she wants to know how will the Commission move ahead with the appointment of much-needed senior staff members to effectively conduct operational procedures. She reminded that there is need for the important positions of logistics officer and assistant elections officer to be filled. According to the letter, the chief whip also wants the Commission to say how it intends to remedy the situation where thousands of young people who are eligible to be registered could find themselves disenfranchised because of no opportunity to be registered. The size of the list is also being questioned by the president's representative. Ms. Ali said she wants GCOM to explain how in a country of 750,000 people, the voters list is in excess of 500,000. Additionally, she wants to know how soon a house-to-house registration process could begin and how long it would take to be completed. She also raises concerns about a possible breach of procurement procedures if the Commission rushes into elections, raising questions about the printing and procurement of ballot paper, the company that will be hired for that job, the quantity to be printed, and the security arrangements that will be in place to guard against possible tampering. Ms. Ali said that in the absence of a logistics officer, she would like to know who will be the person put in charge of identifying polling places to ensure that they meet the required standard. In concluding, she asked the GCOM chairman whether a budget exists to conduct regional and national elections this year. The letter was dispatched 2 days ago to the chairman of the Elections Commission and copied to the chief elections officer and President David Granger. Just yesterday, GCOM met with representatives of the American, British, Canadian, and European Union missions in Guyana to brief them on the procedures and systems that would have to be followed for the hosting of elections. The Commission has found itself at a stalemate, with its members being unable to put together a timeline of readiness for possible early elections. The date for the completion of works at the Chedi-Jagan Airport has now been extended to March 31, and the Chinese contracting firm in charge of the project is facing a $600,000 penalty for failing to meet the original deadline. The expansion works at the airport should have all been completed at the end of December. Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson told reporters yesterday that it is the contractor's obligation to finish the project. He said a deadline was set, and therefore anything going past that date would be the responsibility of the contractor.
And we have not granted an extension of time after December the 31st, 2018. In our opinion, we felt that the contractor did not have adequate resources coming on to the end to ensure that he meets his contractual obligation. So there are penalties in the contract. We are in the penalty phase, and so it's the contractor's obligation for him to finish the project. So we have said and we've indicated the 31st of December is our contract date.
The majority of work at the airport has been completed, and the minister revealed that during the multi-million US dollar project, more than 60% of the workforce represented Guyanese.
We anticipate it's about 92% overall, 92% completed, and the contractor has submitted a revised schedule. He said that he'll be finished by the 31st of March. We've just noted that as we said, the contract period has not been extended, and that's where we will provide. That's how we will proceed.
Minister Patterson also announced yesterday that 92% of the work has been completed. The minister will host a public day tomorrow at his office for citizens to come and voice their concerns and seek redress to various issues. Finally, tonight, 2 days after being allegedly caught red-handed with over $300,000 in counterfeit $5,000 bills, a 25-year-old Diamond resident found himself before a magistrate today facing charges. The accused, Alston Pearies, appeared in court today and was granted bail in the sum of $200,000 after being charged with possession of counterfeit currency. He will have to pay his bail in real money. With his attorney at his side, the accused pleaded not guilty to the charge that he had the counterfeit money in his possession with the intent to defraud. He claimed that he is wrongfully accused and wanted to clear his name. The prosecutor told the court that the man was arrested with the counterfeit notes in his possession in the Stanbrook Market area over the weekend as the police carried out an operation. The man had reportedly used the fake money before, and the complaint was filed with law enforcement. It was based on that complaint that an intelligence-led operation took place, and the investigators were able to arrest the suspect. The matter is still on the probe tonight. And that's your evening news bulletin for today. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.